Welcome to A&A Mustangs. Today is the day of the All Out Call Out event. I'm gonna get the car ready to head over there. I am gonna do a little bit of work this morning. I'm gonna try to get the rear sway bar installed, the QA1 sway bar. Hopefully we can get it done here in a couple hours. Stay tuned. All right, so I'm gonna pull the car forward so the rear tires are on the concrete so it's level, and then I'm not gonna jack it up because you want the rear sway bar to be installed kind of right high. And you know, we changed the right height last time, so it should be pretty good. I'm gonna measure it again today just to make sure that with all the driving and everything we did, it didn't change. But hopefully it's still good. Let's get this thing started here cold. Nice thing is it starts right up pretty good. So let's get it move forward. Let's get started. I'll show you guys what I'm gonna install here. It's gonna be a QA1 rear sway bar, which is, it goes with the QA1 coilover suspension. And just got my rags here so I can conceal the dirt that was stuck to the tires as when we went to the drag strip. Got them pretty sticky. So gonna get some cardboard and then start working on that. This is the QA1 sway bars for the rear for the coilover suspension. So this is what's going to be installed in the car. Comes with everything you see here. You got your sway bar, the brackets to go into your frame. These brackets go around your axle, all the hardware, the links, and then the bushings. So decals as well, so you know those have some horsepower. We're gonna maybe put a couple of those more in there. And then these are the actual where you put the links on the ends there. So I'm gonna give my instructions printed out just so I have them on hand and start figuring it out under the car. It should be pretty straightforward. The only thing is this ones, I believe you can either bolt them on or weld them on, which I am gonna opt to weld them. I just gotta sand the frame a little bit that I already coated, but it's okay. We'll sand it, paint it, install everything. I went ahead and put the U-bolts here through the axle on both sides and the brackets. So with my setup, because this is not a Dodge rear end, so it's not a Dana or whatever they come with, 8 3/4, it's the mounting for the sway bar is going to be a little bit towards the end of the sway bar here, because obviously I have these for the 4-link, especially on that side. Now that side, since this axle is also offset on these cars, I have a little bit more room on the inside, but this side, you know, if I put it here, it's also going to be at the end here of this side. So I opted to just put them right here. I can always, you know, maybe later on kind of modify something and change it, but you know, maybe weld these wherever. If I want to move them like an inch in, I'll just move them and actually weld them to the axle. So, but for now that should work. Got that in there. So I went ahead and got these all set up. It's recommended 3.5 inches to start with. I'm gonna go ahead and mount the sway bar with the brackets and then the bushings, and then we're gonna see where that bracket's gonna line up here on top, so it doesn't interfere also with the exhaust, and then see about welding it. Okay, went ahead and welded the brackets here. I just gotta paint them a little bit and then mount everything. I ended up putting a spacer on here because the way it was gonna kind of be mounted for me, I didn't want these to bind, so I just put a little bit of a spacer for now, and then I have to tighten up everything, but pretty much it's all set on both sides. Hopefully this helps. We'll see what happens. All right, so sway bar is installed. That's what it looks like, so hopefully that works. We'll see. I can always go back and modify it a little bit, but it fit pretty good. Keep in mind that this is not the factory rear end or anything on this car, so that can make it fit different. Anyways, thank you for watching. Subscribe to the channel. Any comments, questions, leave them below. We'll see you next time.